Well, hello there, Zaidi boy here. Guys, I just found this. Okay, I'm gonna ask again. This is what I do. This is streets. Did somebody leave a book? Did somebody leave a book on the platform? Red book, A History of Warfare, and a shake. I'm gonna eat it. So what happens is people actually just leave shit like TVs and fucking bikes and all kind. Like I bought this. By the way, I won't tire of saying that I purchased this goddamn bicycle, dear viewer. Right? Jamestown, St. Jamestown. I've talked about it and I keep mentioning it. فذكر in نفعت الذكرى. Right? So remind because reminders benefit. This is the Quran. I don't know what the hell this is. I'm wary of eating something like this. It's kind of yucky, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna leave it. Like what you do is, at the risk of, at the risk of, so it's like some hungry homeless person will eat that. Like I've been there, frankly. Listen, be very careful if you come out and do these kinds of things. Like GTA, goof thieves and assholes. On the other hand, like in Toronto, yeah, I literally, I believe I got a video. Like I haven't uploaded it yet. Left a Chromebook, left a phone, left different stuff, okay, just lying around and gone away like blocks. Okay, then retraced my steps. Like this Chromebook is just sitting there like open and nobody's touched it. So this was harbor fun. So that's a very good sign in my world. Guys, look at what I found. Like this drink up there, like whatever. Like I got coffee and someone else can use it. This fucking thing, this is right up my alley. It's like, what is this? I thought, is this a. Okay, so again, people are in a rush. People are on drugs. Look at this goddamn thing. This is like, there's a guy called Clausewitz, like von Clausewitz, and he wrote the manual on warfare. That's this is that kind of caliber bullshit. A history of warfare, Field Marshal Viscount Montgomery of Alamein. This is the real fucking deal, right? So, I mean, does it going to have pictures? Yeah. Is it going to have detailed, like, war bullshit? Now, I'm just going to tell you what the deal is. You know this already, okay? Readers are leaders, right, dear user? I got the Bible in there, which I'm about to show you, and Anil's Ghost by the guy who wrote English Patient. Bicycle, I won't tire of saying that, if you go to St. Jamestown, okay, or you go to Moss Park, you will not get stabbed, and yes, you can buy stolen stuff. And it's stolen stuff. It's like this. Like that's what people think, and that's what you got to say. Like I got a phone here. I took it down to some lady, and we got into a fight. Like these are people that I've known for years, and I've been going to their place, and finally, like the hidden rancor in their stupid fucking hearts came out. Right. So there's the Michael. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like I've been going there for years. They're Pakistani. Pakistanis hate each other. Like so, I was fighting them. I have a phone in here, like I want to show you, because like I live by talent show, dear user. So if you're gonna say something, you gotta show something, right? So here you go, like this fucking phone. I right now, like okay, in Toronto, I'm trying to get this phone unlocked. I just found it. I just find lots of things. Okay, like people think I'm a thief. I'm not a fucking thief, assholes. All right, so now this book. I've started it. I've restarted it. I've talked about it. I'm going to re-talk about it. Okay. So there's my bookmark. And there's like I'll draw all over it. Like there's a line in the Quran. Okay. Don't hold it against me that I'm a Muslim. Pendejos. Mi esposa es colombiana, right? My wife is Cristiana, Bogotana, Bucaramangana rather. There's a city called Bucaramanga. So there's a line in here. I got to read this. So this lady, like she's on a plane and she's going to Africa or Guatemala or some fucking thing. By the time she was out of the terminal, the sun had risen. Next sentence. In the West, like each sentence that he writes is like more or less approaching Nietzsche level, Friedrich Nietzsche. Like in the West, she had read. So now immediately you know that It's like myself. Like I'm a Paki, which is East. I've been raised in the West, and I live here. So like, there's this dichotomy all of a sudden. It's like in Pakistan, like I get thrown in jail or punched or killed for like rambling on like this and just being a dick, because it's a conservative society. I like to say, I can't think of a fucking country on this in this world, on this planet, where I could get away with doing what I do. And yeah, that's Canada. Okay, the dawn comes up like thunder. Okay, and you can see that's what I've written. Okay, so what I'm trying to point to, and what I've been talking about, and what I think you should consider is everyone needs to write a book. Every fucker, everyone. Like this lady, she's smiling, like I'm about to give her a black tooth, right? You'd be like, why would you do that? She's so beautiful, the usual shit. You know what? She's getting a goddamn black tooth. Then I'll explain why. Right, so now technically this is vandalism. Right? Technically, I've ruined the poster. They can't just wash it off. I'm a Muslim, and she's awesome. But this is how you spread awareness. Like, so some person is going to look at this and say, most, I know this. They're going to say, what a beautiful picture. Some fucking asshole who hates Muslims, and I am a Muslim, like, did this, right? So now what? So is that bad or good? So it's easy to judge people. Here's the Bible. It's the gangster Bible, of course. It's got thorns on it. It's from a guy who was in jail. And yo, it's like got satanic shit or some goddamn like pentagram. Like, look at this fucking thing. What is this? This is like a Bible that has, like it's the real deal. Like somebody, like some gangster was reading this fucking thing, right? So rereading, right? Rereading, just like I was talking about. So guys, I was gonna start this video with the following statement, which is absurd to the average person. Just like me finding this fucking book, I just heard about Clausewitz. He was like a general, like this Bismarck. Okay, Bismarck was a great kind of like Prussian general. Okay, so Adolf Hitler. First of all, he was a fucking military strategist or whatever par excellence. And putting babies in ovens is total shit. So if you think I like that fucking thing or that I'm a Nazi, you're a fucking monster. Like you're stupid and you shouldn't be watching this. You study people, okay? Like Trump, everything this guy touches turns to platinum, not even gold. Apart from like physical fitness, he's killed everything as far as I can tell in this world that he's touched. Right? Business, he owns that fucking thing. You'll be like, oh, his dad gave him the money. His dad Fred Trump gave him like $150 million, each of the kids, more or less. Okay, it could have been 50. Okay, it's probably not more than 250, and that is like way like 150 is like tops. I'm a conservative guy. It may not appear so. So this is good old Scarberia heading downtown. Okay, I just met a guy. I'm gonna tell you, this is how the day's unfolding. You'll be like, this fucking guy gets baked and just starts acting stupid. I have not smoked any weed. Okay, I have been diagnosed bipolar. I'm telling you, it's like Melissa Myers says. People are worn out because they work too hard, but they're doing things they don't want to do, and that wears you out. If you do things you like doing, it doesn't wear you out. It actually energizes you. At a given point, listen, you're gonna pass out. I don't know what to tell you. Like this is streets. Okay, so I was gonna start this stupid video, like it's turning into one of these things because I get distracted by people. I was gonna start it with the following statement of Don Juan's from the books by Carlos Castaneda about his apprenticeship to this guy, Don Juan. He was like some kind of fucking brujero, like some guy with like magic spells and all this shit. Really, he was just a man of knowledge. He taught Castaneda the art of stalking, the art of dreaming, things like this. What's stalking? I'll tell you about it, or you can go and look it up. I'm writing about it right now for my client. bit.ly// Stephen Scott book. Stephen with a capital S and then the letter V hyphen Scott As in, beat me up, Scotty. Guys, not book, but thriving. There's Stephen Scott book is something else. Like that's his first book. Stephen Scott Thriving, capital first letter, letter V, hyphens. Okay, now a warrior is waiting for impossible things to start happening in his life. Challenge accepted. Don Juan also said that difference between a warrior, spiritual warrior, and an average person. Like this guy may be a spiritual warrior. Who knows? I'm an average person. I'm total shit. In case you think that I think I'm all that, be it known to you that my own conclusion is that good people think they're bad and bad people think they're good. And the thing doesn't stop there. Like people like Gandhi, they think that they're like total shit. Like they really think like they wonder about why do people like honor and respect me, and they become very humble because inside they're thinking I'm total shit. Like this line from the Alanis Morissette song, like I am fascinated by the spiritual man. Listen to your dad. Stop giving him a hard time, all right? You're outside of your house. You got to listen to your dad, and that's all you got to do, and stay with him, right? I'm humbled by his humble nature. So now, Bible check. I am married to a Christian, and therefore, as a Muslim, I'd like her to read the Quran. The way to do that is to read the Bible. Does this make sense? So that's what that is. One page a day. Like, I mean, nobody reads the Bible. I would suggest you try and read like John. I would suggest you try and read the Gospels, Acts, save Revelations for the end, but tackle the New Testament. Old Testament is some hardcore, like, he's like, yo, we're gonna, he's like, so what next? What next? I'm I'm going to go to work on Mr. Would-be beep beep rapist here. This is Pulp Fiction with a pair of pliers and a blowtorch. We're going to get medieval on this now. Like this book, right? Clausewitz. Yeah, so I just discovered Clausewitz recently. Like there's some guy called Clausewitz. Okay, everyone knows about The Art of War by Sun Tzu. But like this thing right here, Manual, what is it called? Like A History of Warfare. This is a heavy title. Who the hell is going to have the cojones to call their little bitty textbook on war like A History of Warfare? Like, what, does it go back to the Dark Ages? Okay, so now, again, فذكر إن نفعت الذكر. Okay, my wife is Christian, I'm a Muslim, so don't hold it against me. The Quran says remind, because reminding benefits. Repeat, because that's how it's done. You can open a non-fiction book anywhere. I'm going to show this thing to you, and it's just fine. Like if the guy's the real deal, this is the guy who wrote The English Patient, right? He's got a name which is like a native name. He's Canadian. He's like the real deal. Like, Giller Prize, Governor General's Award. You can open the book anywhere. Now, I dare say, have a modicum of propriety. Let's just open it at a chapter and look at this thing right here, the life wheel. This is a compelling set of words. 3 words, the life wheel. Like as an internet marketer, those 3 words I know are very powerful. If you put the life wheel, those 3 words in front of a given person, they're going to click on that thing. So let's turn the page, and I'm just going to read out. I haven't read this thing. I'm trying to read this book. I've been trying for a while. I'm drawing in it, all kinds of stuff. Like the first page, it's got this line, dawn comes up like thunder, right? And this is very similar to a line of the Quran. Alaysa subhu biqarib, is not the morning close at hand. This is a very compelling thing for a person such as myself. So there you go. You can freeze frame that and read it yourself, or just go to Amazon and look inside it. The point here is that fiction books are just like whatever. Like you go to like a buffet and you can pick and choose and eat what you like. If you buy a book with the intention of reading it from cover to cover, it's probably not going to happen. People don't read books anymore from cover to cover. Okay? Saraf and Anil had identified Sailor at the third Plumbago village. No idea what this is. He was Rowan Kamara, and he had been whatever. This is too deep. Like, okay, I'll scale it back a bit. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to show you, dear user. Okay, like you can open this book at random, and there's like we don't know who those characters are, and I didn't know what that was, right? So it becomes hard. Like in this case, I suppose you work your way up to these things, but really, all I'm trying to tell you is that you can pick up a nonfiction book, a fiction book anywhere, and it's like good stuff. Nonfiction, just read. I don't myself, but I suggest you do if you can. You read the table of contents. Okay, backwards. Like so, this was withdrawn from the library. Someone just left it on the platform, right? Along with some kind of like milkshake or something. So I left the milkshake, as you saw, dear user, for an ordinary person. So nonfiction, the title should say everything. The first sentence should say everything. The first paragraph should say everything like this, and it unfolds. Yo, the title. Let's just put that to a side. As an internet marketer, I know that titles can be tricky. The first page, the first chapter, the first line. Okay, this is the preface. This is like some context, some backstory. So you tell me. Okay, so the content again of a fiction book, non-fiction. You go to Amazon.com, you sell something that you buy in Dollarama. I'm doing that right now. As you know, I've got a bag full of like Suicide Squad and all kinds of like things like this, like Justice League and all this kind of crap. Right? I made a video about this stuff. I don't know if you watch this thing. I'm gonna go and sit down and read books and like do some work, and then I'll show you like show tell, right? Tell and show rather. Guys, you need to get online and make some goddamn money or some noise, right? Or do something. What kind of thing? Write a book. Like this lady with the black tooth, some Philistine Muslim hater. Pew, pew, pew. Gave this goddamn beautiful hijab wearing sister. Pew, pew, pew. Right? A black tooth, right? So this is how you spread awareness. Now, behold, in case you haven't watched this previous video, this is a bag full of Dollarama crap. $4 a pop. So my real goal is to make $100, but my stated goal is $50. In sales, you under promise and over deliver. You over deliver, right? So I'll get into this in a second. Like I'm getting distracted by all these stupid people on this thing watching me. Some of them think I'm an asshole. Some of them are worried that I'm swearing in front of kids, and they already know what this goddamn thing means. I just kind of bullshit. And some fucking guy is probably wanting to fight with him, and I'll floor this fucking guy. If he comes at me, I'll smash him on camera and then get him arrested. Get online and sell something, bro. Thanks. Okay, so I need to read the first little paragraph of this. أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله. I'm doing this for you and for myself. Check it out though. First sentence. Very cool. I've not written this book to glorify war. This is very cool right there. So that's the preface. That has nothing to do with the book. Like in sales, you've got technical or business considerations and then personal considerations. Right? You need to nail them both. You might have some gadget that solves a person's problems, like their company is now going to make millions of dollars. However, you don't get along with the guy's boss because you don't like his dog is a Yorkie, your dog's a goddamn Shih Tzu, like ours, Maximiliano. Yo, this guy again offers acknowledgments, and he's written pages. So this is the goddamn work of a scholar. You go without saying, it's a textbook after all. The nature of war. First paragraph. So, as a writer, I know that a non-fiction book is summarized in the first paragraph, right? And so let's see if that's the case. You can freeze frame this, guys, and then read it yourself. Whatever. All right, so let's see how this goes. The nature of war. So now, nature of war, of course, is death, destruction, hell on earth. Like watch the movie 300 and like get drunk or some crap like this, like blood and just garbage. Like I finally figured out why here in Canada, like seniors don't talk to their kids about like anything, like D-Day. There's still veterans around, and the reason is because it's unimaginable. It's something beyond horror movies and all this crap. Guys, war is not the concern of soldiers only. Very nice. Throughout, throughout history, civilian life has always been affected by warfare. Yo, like that's it. Like you don't need to read more. Like as I said, the first sentence says it all. That whole book, and he, like in his preface, he's like, "Yo, I'm not glorifying war," but then he says it's for everybody. It's right up my alley. Like I'm wearing goddamn camel, right, with a Canada goose on it. Fake, Dollarama. All right, so now these things. You go to Dollarama, you buy some stuff, you sell it on eBay, you sell the goddamn stuff on Amazon. Why? Because I'm telling you to do it. Why? At this point. Why? Because it's coming out of my fucking mouth. I'm swearing that right now. I don't understand why people like they don't understand. Like you don't need any. It's okay. All you need is love. No, all you need is the internet. You don't need a job. I mean, I sound like a heretic. I feel like a goddamn heretic. You don't need a wife. I've got a wife, happily married, 18 years, Colombiana, Bogotana, no Bucaramangana, Ciudad Cercali, the uh, like Cartagena. It's like on the outskirts of Cartagena, there's montañas, and then you go up there and there's Bucaramanga. So these things, again, sell themselves. On the back of one of these, like this is all like Dollarama. Like I'm a Dollarama guy and a Walmart guy and an internet guy. Let's just say this, and that's all you need. You don't even need Walmart and Dollarama. Everything I'm doing right now, you can automate online. You can buy stuff from Walmart.com, sell it on eBay. Buy stuff from eBay, sell it on Amazon. Buy stuff from this kind of bullshit. It's called drop shipping. Like this is just a learning fucking module for you fuckers. The price, no. The thing should sell itself. I'm just gonna sit there and read and record what's happening. Now, these are lying there. Some of them are wrapped. They're like hard copy, $4 each from Dollarama. The goal is to do what? Not to make money. The goal is not to lose money. Right? The goal of business. I'm telling you this. You'll be like, where did you come up with this? I'm telling you what it is. Like I'm just telling you. If you're watching this, please understand. Your goal is to support yourself. Your goal is not to get rich. Your goal is to make ends meet or to make yourself whole, as they say. Your goal is to honor your customer. Like I haven't read these. I want to read them real bad. I started reading one. It really is like the movie. It's even more immersive. Like this stuff, some of it just flies out off the pages. Like they're really good. Like this stuff right here. Like as an artist, you can just, or a kid, you can get just guys. You'll get sucked into this thing. So now, customer comes up and he picks up this thing. He's like, "How much?" Anything out of your goddamn mouth, guys. Anything out of your mouth. You could say $50. You could say $1,000, and then you're both laughing. Then you could be like $29.95. He'll be like, "What?" That's what you want. You want to push the guy's button. Now, listen. I don't want to make this too complicated. Have a target in mind of making $5 per. These are $4 each. Dollarama. I've been to multiple Dollaramas. I stop there all the time. If I'm thirsty, I'll stop there. If I'm hungry, I stop there. If I need like some cooking implements, I'll stop there. The only thing I don't get from Dollarama are like razor blades, literally, like this kind of thing. A couple of things like this, guys, like Betty Crocker and brand name stuff, Duracells, Panasonic, big lighters, like everything. So now, sales is redundant. The thing should sell itself. You're simply smiling. Sales is service. Sales is smiling. Sales is silent. So you smile. The guy shows up and says, "What is this? What's going on?" Like so. Now you serve the guy. You answer his question. You respect and honor the guy. Like you're sitting there, like you've got stuff, and it's like I'll tell people, and then they'll fight me and look at me like I'm an idiot, and they're right. I am an idiot. Sorry about the bike. I'm gonna move it, eh? So service, smiles, and silence. Right? Service, smiles, and silence. That's all sales is. If it's something else, let me know. I don't think it is. Like service is like this. Like again, you smile first of all. You don't feel like smiling? Too fucking bad. You smile. You show them your teeth like this. I'll do it right now. You tell me what you think. This is my standard thing. Like, show them your teeth. You can be grimacing, literally. Like, you feel like puking, like you just had like something that your wife cooked up last night for like your lunch. It's been like 36 hours. The goddamn thing has like microbes on it or some fucking thing. Nice. Like this. Now, nobody likes fake politicians, right? Fake smiles and all this shit. I don't know about any of that stuff. What I can say is that having worked as a security guard, for example, for many years in some beautiful sites, business and residential, like so, whatever, KPMG building downtown or like this place, MLSC, Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, like where they have the games, like across from Union Station. And kids are running through there setting off the fire alarms. It's kind of bullshit. If you're interested, go to Zaidi Boy, my original YouTube channel. I'm logged out of that thing. Zaidiboy. So I'm not going to respond to your comments there. You just Google that, you'll find my YouTube channel. There's a playlist called The Joys of Security. Guys, if you're in a customer facing role, I think about what to say to these kids. As Tim Hortons, hey, I gotta get off. Like I'm missing my stop here. I gotta get off here soon, so I gotta go. So smile. Guy shows up, or some kid, or something. Like, just be careful with the product, right? Don't damage, or like people want stuff that's brand spanking new from some guy in the street, right? They don't want like you can sell anything, right? As long as it's something someone could enjoy, more or less, right? Because you're not selling it. No one likes being sold to. Everyone likes buying. This is Jeffrey Gittimer. Gittimer, G as in ghost, India, Tango, Tango, October, Mary, Echo, Radio. He wrote this thing called The Little Red Book of Sales. All I know about Jeffrey Gittimer is that he rules, and then he said the following: nobody likes being sold to. Everyone likes buying. I gotta get off at Spadina, like just whatever, like do what the fuck you like, usual bullshit. Canada, whatever, right? So be nice to your mom, I like saying, and do what's right. I like dislikes better than no response. I am looking for a response. I'm looking for validation. I'm gonna do this thing anyway. If you got any questions, let me know. This kind of bullshit. Get online, make some money. All right, just get online, make some money. I'm not gonna be able to get off in Spadina. But the beauty of living in Torontopia is each one of these goddamn stops is like a mini city. Many of them. Little Italy, little Portugal, right? I tell people this. I don't do it because I'm a hypocrite. But I'll be like, if you're having trouble in your relationship, just get off at random stops. There are few things in this world as beautiful as being lost in Toronto. Yeah, right, guys? People are looking. They think I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I don't mind admitting it. Like, if you think that you're the shit, you are shit. This is really what it is.